Oh, guys, how are you? How are you? And where are you watching us from today? In this episode, we are talking the Glazers and the board of United failed Ten Hag on Frenkie De Jong, and then we're talking about Neymar, talking lots of things about Ronaldo and Joao Felix, talking about his rumor of joining Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David, and obviously endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Guys, I'm sorry for coming in late, and yesterday I almost never worked, but in the morning I really threw in a video for you that will see you come in here and really see me again. So today is really a very good day, and if at all things were still normal and the Queen had not yet passed on, we would have been discussing United versus Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. But as things stand, obviously that's not the case. We are discussing different things altogether because the game has been called off. But the good thing is that the game against Sheriff on Thursday is that it's confirmed. United is going to fly to Sheriff to go in and play into that game that's supposed to be a must win, and I will believe that Erik ten Hag is going to field his starting lineup. So, let's get into this story that I've really landed on today. It's by the ADNL. They're coming in from Netherlands. They are really great, and they're really having a very good source. They are telling us that Manchester United higher-ups did not take the final step for Frenkie De Jong, partly because they had doubts about the overall price tag, including wages. This led to postponement after postponement, much to Ten Hag's frustration. In the voice, so it's outside there that guess who frustrated Ten Hag and Frenkie De Jong? It were the Glazers, because for them they thought that the deal was really calling for much more. But I'm asking myself, are these people really sane? You see, the board of United really has problems, because if they are bringing this story out and it's not the board that is bringing it out, it's obviously the team of De Jong feeding it to the Netherlands outlet to get it out. The board failed and frustrated Ten Hag, meaning that Ten Hag had done his job. Frenkie De Jong was willing to come to Manchester United, but the board was afraid of the wages they're going to pay a man who goes by the names of Frenkie De Jong. Talk of the wages, we know that Frenkie De Jong demands Barcelona 17 million euros. They're supposed to pay in him as deferred wages. But obviously, if at all he was going to come to Manchester United, they had to pay that amount of money. Not wholesomely, but by giving him a contract that was worth £450,000 a week. And I'm asking, what's the difference? I see no difference, because Casemiro is earning £375,000 a week. He was bought at £70 million. £70 million, if you have to convert them in here, let me be exact. Pounds. When you're converting a pound to a euro and you're putting here 70, there are 80 million euros. That is the amount of money that almost was equaling to the deal of a man who goes by the names of Frenkie De Jong. Now, they're afraid to pay 80,000 euros more to the amount of money they are paying Casemiro. That's their only fear. It was. I really believe that more of this is coming out. And trust me, every time such gets out, you're really going to know that we are really having incompetent people that are running this club, because them going into that deal, they knew all what we never knew, because none of us knew that De Jong had deferred wages with Barcelona, that Barcelona had to pay him 17 million euros. None of us knew that. None of us knew that. And trust me, by the time United went into this deal, they knew this, they knew it, and they all really gave us the best out of this, the best out of hope, and we expect that it was going to happen because of the number of months they spent on chasing for the De Jong signature. But obviously, they didn't deliver him. So, meaning that they knew everything, that De Jong had deferred wages, and they needed to go in and really pay, because they knew the stand of Barcelona, and Barcelona was not willing to go in and really pay that money. So, them being there for all of that time is something that gave us confidence, and then they broke it. So, they are telling us that they sent Ten Hag into frustration, and he was frustrated. That's why he brought in Casemiro, because Casemiro was not his liking, but he wanted Frenkie De Jong. And they say this led to postponement after postponement, much to Ten Hag's frustration that really led him to really getting out of this deal and really going to go in and bring in Casemiro at the side which goes by names of Old Trafford. That shows you that it was not the blame of Ten Hag. Ten Hag kept telling United, push, bring in a player who goes by names of Frenkie De Jong, and he knew the deal was going to be happening, but obviously the board and the negotiators made it known to happen. Then ADNL from Netherlands, they've told us that Manchester United were left feeling that if they would be more decisive in the spring, they would have Frenkie De Jong. They would have signed Frenkie De Jong. You see, this is what hurts me about United. We are into the same saga of Sancho. You get? Trust me, next season, Frenkie De Jong is going to be one of the signings that United might make. Even the Sancho deal was like this. We went in for a player at Borussia Dortmund, and he took us another season, another summer to go in and land him. I believe that Frenkie De Jong can be convinced by Erik ten Hag next season, next summer, to come to Manchester United because of the evolving situations at a side which goes by names of Barcelona. But obviously, you look through it and say, but next summer, obviously, a man who goes by the names of Busquets, who has been playing in that area, is leaving Barcelona. He's leaving Barcelona and is going to, is it MLS in America? So, can Barcelona really sell Frenkie De Jong, who can really play that position very well, and sell him off? That is going to be a very big question. But I believe that United had a belief that if at all they had been more decisive in the spring, they would have signed Frenkie De Jong. And this is something that is annoying, that if at all you thought you are more decisive, you would have signed him. That means that you are less decisive, and that's why you are into this mess. So when you look at this board of United, it is costing a lot game in, game out. Though people don't want to go in and really acknowledge it. But guys, you have to acknowledge it. Reason being, this is the board that doesn't work efficiently. They wanted to bring in Rabiot, Natovic, and very many others, players of that caliber, before someone else came in through and said, I want to buy Manchester United. And after that was echoed to them, what they did was to go in to bring in a Casemiro at £70 million and Anthony at £80 million. All those deals would have been done before if at all we were decisive enough. But this confirms to you that United's decision depends on pressure. And how many times is the pressure going to be available? Less times. So means our chances of really getting back to the days we're supposed to be when the Glazers are still here are really less and minimum. So that is what I've gotten from ADNL about Frenkie De Jong deal to Manchester United, and obviously that is what we had. Now let's go to this story of a man who goes by the names of Neymar. Neymar was talking Dazan football. He said, I've played against Varane many times. He's a very good centre back. He's quick and intelligent. His positioning is very good. He's a top player. He almost never gets it wrong. That's why he's won so much. So this is a confirmation that Varane is one of the best central defenders in the world, because Neymar has faced tough defenders. You know that very well. And why does he face tough defenders? It's because teams coming in targeting him a lot because they know he's good on the ball, he has quick feet, his flair is out of this world, and he's the spark of the attack of the team he's playing for. And even when he was playing for Barcelona, you saw him being a spark for Messi and Suarez. At PSG, I see him as a very huge spark for Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi. So, as things stand, this is going to make Harry Maguire soak his head more in the sand, because Neymar is coming out and really hailing this man, because to me Neymar is one of the best players I've seen in world football. You get in the recent 10 years, though his consistency is really lacking, but obviously he's good. And if at all a player like Neymar comes out and really hails Varane, meaning that Varane is really a very good defender, and I see no reason as to why people really cling to Harry Maguire. And it was seen, evidenced in this season. The first two games we played against a side which goes by names of Brighton and and Brentford, we lost horribly. And guess who was in central defense? It was Harry Maguire and a man who goes by the names of Harry Maguire and a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane. Sorry, Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez. After that, the manager changed and brought in Rafael Varane for Harry Maguire. Lisandro Martinez remained a constant. And guess what? How many times have we lost with that central defense? Dalla has improved. Malacia has improved. Everyone is improving because the back four is really doing a very, very good game of football in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of United Matters channel. So it shows you how this guy improves everyone around him, and that's why Neymar is going ahead to throw in those hails for a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane. And then Neymar had to say this on Ronaldo. When he was asked on Ronaldo, he said, sorry, Neymar's one-word verdict on Cristiano Ronaldo, he said genius. He even lacked a couple of words, like he used to go on and will describe a player who goes by the names of Rafael Varane in a couple of statements. But for Ronaldo, he just used one word, genius. Obviously, to me, I'm not okay with how Ronaldo is playing right now, but obviously when someone calls him a genius, I really put my stamp onto that because he's really a genius. The numbers of goals he has really put up are really ridiculous. No one in world football thought that there was going to be a player who is going to come in and really score very many goals. He's almost hitting 800 goals, 800 in his entire career, meaning that by the end of his career, Ronaldo can even go ahead to score 1,000 goals, and he can hit the target. So Neymar called Ronaldo a genius. Obviously, they've never gotten a chance to play together, but obviously he has called him a genius, and obviously to me I believe that he has been really on point and he has hit the nail on its bottom. Now, the last story of this first episode is about Joao Felix asked about Manchester United summer rumors. I didn't hear anything. That was something for the president to deal with. I'm here. So, we wanted Joao Felix, that's it, especially towards the end of the window because United was desperate to spend. They were desperate to spend. And the reason as to why we are linked to Joao Felix is because there were rumors that Atletico Madrid might be interested in signing Cristiano Ronaldo, and maybe they can give us Joao Felix. But I was so much doubtful for that deal of Joao Felix because even if you had to value Ronaldo £20 million, Joao Felix is valued at like £80 million. You get? Meaning that United needed to cough more £60 million. Where did they have got that money from? Because they even got out of the market because they had spent outside their reach. Spending 80 million euros, 85 million pounds on Anthony, and spending 85 million pounds on Anthony and 70 on Casemiro really was unplanned for by United. And I think this might be a lesson to them that next time it's better we do deals that are hard early enough, and then we really end with these simple deals. But having signed in, before we signed in Anthony, that deal of Joao Felix was possible. And I know Joao Felix will give green light to the deal. And I know if at all United would have gone in and made a bid of like 80 million pounds, they would have gotten Joao Felix. But ask yourself, is it really business? Is it really business? To me, I really believe that Ten Hag wanted Anthony more than a man who goes by Joao Felix. And Joao Felix's deal to join Manchester United depended on Cristiano Ronaldo agreeing a deal to go to Atletico Madrid, because Atletico Madrid would have gotten something better in Ronaldo, and obviously getting the money, almost they bought him from a side which goes by names of Benfica in Portugal. So Joao Felix, that's what he has said, that he left it for the president, meaning that there was something and you knew about it, but he cannot come to the media and say there was genuine interest, but he's saying that was something for the president to deal with. So that indicates that there are interests of Manchester United for Joao Felix. And trust me, next season, if we go in the Champions League, I really believe we are going to go all hard for very good quality players. And we might not go in for these big name players, and Ten Hag would have really scouted his own players he really needs to come in and play a very huge role at the side which goes by the names of Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching in. I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. I remain Rock and David, and guys, may the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. First video of the day. More 2 are yet to come. Remember, we do 3 on a daily. I'm out.